All right, there we go. Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to uh, the Flying Moose's channel. I am your host, the Flying Moose, your host and your captain. A little disoriented as I'm trying to finalize some things I was trying to tweak this morning to get this working, and I think we've got it settled. But we're gonna have to do a little bit of flight planning together because I didn't get that done. So, but that's okay. So welcome back. We had a good flight yesterday up to San Francisco in the Boeing 717 in Delta livery, and that was fun. So today we're going to go from San Francisco to Minneapolis for the Super Bowl. This is going to be a special Super Bowl charter that we're going to do. It's going to be a almost completely full flight. We got 400 people on board today, and all of you. So it's going to be fun. Leaving from San Francisco, we're currently at gate Echo 66. Here in San Francisco, you can see in the distance over here the fuel tanks over there. It's a SFO, and that big hangar that's across the runways there, across runways 28 left and right. So we will be on TeamSpeak. I'm not there yet. Like I said, I like to get this set up a little bit first before I have to start dealing with all of you. No offense, but it's just easier that way and simpler. We can get off the ground faster. So, first of all, let me say hello to those of you that are in the stream so far. We've got Briangren was first, Logan Gaming X was next, David Rothmuller, Farmer Boy 777, haven't seen you in a little while. Welcome back. Kelsey is here. Crystal Clear Flight is here. Roger is here. Let's see. Anybody else we're missing? Pedto FTW. Hey, how's it going? Travis Uller is here. Tim is back. Missed you yesterday. I know you were flying for realsies, so good to have you back, sir. King Poet is here, just down the road in Visalia from me. And of course the NightBot is here. So we're gonna be all set to go. We'll probably get some more people as we go here, but that's fun. That adds to the excitement of it. So let's go ahead. I need to finish real quick. Actually, just take a look at the terminal we're at. Oh, stairs, the other jetway. Um, so this is, again, I can walk around the aircraft. This is normally I would have used EasyDock to do this, but for the last several flights, I've been using Chase Plane, and I absolutely love it. So if you're thinking about getting Chase Plane, I totally recommend it. This is obviously not default scenery for San Francisco. This is Flight Beams SFO. I love the scenery that they did, and we're flying into Minneapolis, which I also have Flight Beams Minneapolis. So scenery to scenery. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're looking here at the Boeing 747-400. It's pretty much completely powered down right now. It's running on its battery, which I need to fix, otherwise we're going to run out of power, and that's going to be bad. But just taking a look at the aircraft, I just love this. The aircraft is beautiful. The PMDG did such a great job at modeling the 747 in all detail, and it's beautiful. So can't ever get enough of this aircraft. So let's get back in the cockpit real quick, and let me get some things fired up. I'm going to turn on the jetway external power so we don't just suddenly run out of power, because that would be bad. Let's see, dual jetway plugs. We're going to request that. He's going to connect that up. And request the air conditioning unit. All right, so it looks like that just got hooked in. So yes, we did. So external power and external power. Why don't I hear anything? Oh crap. Okay. Ah, shoot. You know what? That's going to be. I didn't realize I had switched that over. That's going to be bad. Okay. All right. You know what, guys? I'm gonna restart the sim because I have my audio is misconfigured from earlier, and I didn't realize I did that. And if I change it in the sim, it's not going to work. So we're going to go back to where we were a second ago. So I'm going to end this. You can actually see me set this whole thing up then. So yay for you. This is sim brief. Obviously, I was messing with that. I gotta wait for that to close down, but I need to change over. I was wondering why I couldn't hear anything. Playback devices. Set that there. Set default. There we go. All right. So once this thing officially shuts down, oh, that's Chase Plane telling me it's disconnected. No, I don't have Rex Worldwide Airports. I do have Rex Textures running, but I don't have the Worldwide Airports. So, yeah, we will be doing this on VATSIM too. So, yeah, you're perfectly welcome to fly with me. That'd be great. And the more the merrier. So I'm sure Tim will join us, and a few of the others will probably join us as well. That'd be awesome. So we're going to hit play again. I'm going to load this back in. And, oh, you know, I did something that I wasn't, shoot, I gotta, hang on. Eventually I will get this right. This is a quirk that I discovered with Windows 10 and PMDG, is that when you change the audio source, And I don't know why it doesn't just update this on its own, but when you change the audio source, I have to go in and delete the audio that it thinks it's supposed to be using for the PMDG. Otherwise, it crashes on load, and that's really annoying. But so you do that by going into the PMDG folder in your FSX. You go into Queen of Skies 2 there, and this options right here, we're going to open that up, and we're going to scroll down to almost the bottom, sound, and you're going to see sound device, speakers. See how it says speakers Realtek? That will cause a crash if I don't just delete that out of there. So now by deleting it, it will reload that with whatever I currently have set as the default. So I can save that, and we can close that. And now we can try to reload. All right, there we go. Eventually we'll get this right. Yeah, I don't use torrent crap. Just no. There is a bot airplane at you spot. What does that even mean? Why am I so beautiful? I wouldn't necessarily go there, but okay. Thank you, I suppose. Anyway. If only you could see the rest of me, you would understand that the comment is flawed. I'm yeah, that's the borderless gaming doing that. That's annoying. Give me that back. Okay. Right. Scrolling down to my west, there's my Jaguars plane. If you can't tell, you can see all this, right? Yeah. Okay. So I'm just gonna do that. And the lovely PMDG error of that, it's always done that, and I don't know why, but whatever. I don't really care that much. KSFO, and we're going to go down to Echo, sorry, 66, which is a gate heavy, boom. The time is fine, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Active Sky is active, so it will take care of the weather for us. Dab for the cam? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I do not dab. I do not dab. When will you fly a trike? Probably never, because not really my cup of tea. So yeah. Don't worry, it is loading. I have this borderless app thing that makes it look full screen, and it does that nonsense. All right, as it loads in the panel, I've got the set to default to make sure that's still yes. So I got my Mountain Dew reconfigured. That's part of what took so long. I was trying to get that back. So we got our Mountain Dew in the aircraft. I haven't had it since I reloaded everything onto the new computer. I figured out how to get it back again. All right, let me go up here to the SOD command. Select stand. We're at Echo 66. Dock to 2 left, and perfect. I hate that you have to say that no thing, and there it comes. And then it's going to go down the way, I believe, once it figures itself out. There it goes. I feel like it's docking to 1 left. What are you doing? Better go all the way down. Yeah, so these SODE docks are nice because they do it where they don't have to, the wheels don't go into the ground to make it work for the various levels of the aircraft. Stops right there. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's what I like to see. All right. This is not sponsored by Mountain Dew. No, it's not. But I love Mountain Dew, so if they wanted to sponsor me, I would totally accept their money. Yeah, Kelsey, we'll have lots of time on TeamSpeak today because it's going to be it's about a 3-hour flight or so to Minneapolis, so we'll have plenty of time for you to jump on TeamSpeak. So, all right, so in order to get this thing, I have to turn on the battery and standby power in order to get the FMS to go live here. So once that cranks up, then we'll set some parameters. We'll finish our flight plan, and then we'll start loading up the aircraft for realsies and go from there. It will be awesome. Absolutely, Brian. Absolutely. That was my breakfast just a little while ago. Just waiting for that FMS to go live. Any minute, there it goes. So we can run down here to FSX action. We're going to ground connections. We're going to request the dual jetway plugs and the air cart. And I need to set this back to what I had. Now I got to remember what I did. I think it was 35. 56 and 308, I believe, is to give me a level of 400. And the load level there is at 82.3, so we're going to leave the cargo alone. That's 44, yeah, okay. And we'll get fuel in a little bit. And we can now go up here, external power 1. And external power 2. Okay. And with that, we're going to turn on some lights here. So, circuit breaker light, glare shield, dome. Whoops, not that far. This guy, I've discovered I like setting these things, the floods on these, right about to that first line there. I feel that makes a good, oh, that's the wrong place, there we go. That makes a good, it's not like excessively bright, but it's bright enough. Obviously you can't see too much of that now, but I'll do that. And then I do this one opposite of this line here, which is roughly the same thing. And so we go there. Because if I did full, that's full, and at night that's a bit on the bright side for what I like, so I just do that. So set that there. Come over here, we'll do the same thing on the FO side. And it's a little more of a guess over here, but it's right about there. All right. Okay, so let's talk about what those mean. So FMS, FMC, MCDU. So they're all basically different names for what's essentially the same thing. So FMC is Flight Management Computer. FMS is Flight Management System. MCDU is something about computing something or other. That's a Airbus Aerosoft term. Airbus and CRJ uses an MCDU. No, do they? The Boeing 717 uses an MCDU. I don't know, but they're all essentially mean the same thing. So you'll hear those terms thrown around. I'm more familiar with calling it an FMS and an FMC because I've been on Boeings forever, and that's what we're used to. So just know that they're all basically the same thing. Oh, McMuffin, all right. That's like the one thing I like from McDonald's besides their flurries. Hey there, Cover P. Awesome to have you. What's the PC config? Type in exclamation point specs, and NightBot will tell me what my PC I'm running. From Houston and Minneapolis. Nice, David. That's awesome, man. We're flying Super Bowl fans to Minneapolis as well, so we're going to do that. Okay, so we need to finish our sim brief setup here, so let's do that. You'll hear the noise of the cockpit go away there. Departure runway is most likely not going to be 1 right. It's most likely going to be 28 left, so I'm going to just set that. I don't know what the arrival runway to expect is right now. I don't really care. We'll deal with that en route. Cargo is, because I've done this calculation before, is 44.3, I believe. And I should have looked at when I was in the sim, and I did not. FMS, payload, 516.3. 516.3. Scrolling down, scrolling. Okay. 516.3. There you are. All right. Altitude is going to be auto, and let's analyze that route. What does that look like? Okay, nice. We're going to take the Night 3. I kind of feel like that's for evening stuff. I'm going to take a look at San Francisco here real quick and just see if there's a different. Yeah, see, I think it might be this would be the better. Let me look at this one real quick. Is that actually that might be what I think it is, and if that's the case, then that's not any good. Yeah, that assumes we took off on runway 1, which is not usually the case. So I'm going to put a pin in that. I said close. There you go. Oh, no, wait, don't do that yet. Let me star this. Close. Okay. You're going to do San Jose to Minneapolis this evening. Awesome. Can you show us how to activate the weather radar when you have Active Sky installed? Yeah, I can show you how to do that. Just give me a. When we get to that point, I will show you. It's actually, I mean, it's really simple. Just turning the weather radar on, really, is all it is. KSFO, or not KSFO. Yeah, KSFO. Forgetting where I am. There we go. Load that, please. And SIDS. All right. Let me look at the night 3 here and see if it's what it should be. This SID requires takeoff minimums. Okay, yeah. Routing. Ooh. Oh, yeah, that's why it's night, because it's trying to get us away from the... That's an interesting departure, actually. But I don't think that's what they would normally be using for this. So let me look at this. No, don't do that. Unless they've changed them all, which is possible. That's not. Ooh, the Fog 2 departure. Nope, wrong runways. Yeah, obviously NightBot doesn't have the current route because I'm still doing it. It should be fairly obvious. I don't take off out of SFO enough to know what is normally done. Are they? What runways are? Let's actually find out what the conditions are in San Francisco right now. KSFO, because maybe we are going off the wrong thing. Wind's calm again. Really? Wind's awfully calm a lot. I've been to the Bay Area a lot. I've never seen the winds calm. Okay. So, well, let's do this. This is a fun way to do this. So we're going to go to flight radar. Oh, no, sorry, flight aware, because I can see their flight plans. And I'm going to take a look at what people are doing. So we're going to go KSFO. So this is a nice little trick for you guys if you haven't ever thought about doing this. This is a way to see what real-world operations are actually doing. And so you can see they are taking off of 28 and 1. And this guy, for instance, the Korean Airlines, which he's going the opposite way that we're going to be going. But what is his departures, out of curiosity? Not a departure, just an Amicar. Well, he's taken straight. Okay. That's not helpful to me. That is not helpful to me. They're actually, I guess they're primarily taken off out of 1. The big guys are taken off on... Well. Where's his flight plan? Trucking 2, yeah. Okay. Well, you know what we're going to do? We're going to plan to take off on 28 because that's the longer runway, but we're going to take the Truckin' 2 because there is a turn that takes us to there. It's just a pretty tight turn right initially, and that's going to be fun to do. So, that's what we're going to do. All right, so I'm going to close that. So we're going to take the Truckin' 2. Shouldn't it be Truckin' 2 to Truckin', not Orca? All right, hang on. Let me look at the chart. Why did that come up? I don't care about that. All right. Truckin' 2, Truckin'. Orca's way up there. Okay, so that's Orca. Okay, that's why. Okay, that's fine. I just want to make sure the final point isn't the wrong place. Okay, so we're going to do that. So Truckin' 2, I already analyzed it. And that's all set. We don't need step climbs today or ETOPS because we're flying over land. And we're not a twin. So, yeah. We're good. So we're going to generate the OFP. All right. Yep, Tim, that looks like what we're going to do. So there we go. Trucking 2, Q120 galley. Let's see if this is the same thing you posted. Bam. Yep. J32. MLD. Q120. Torque 3. Yep. That's what we're going to do. All right. So there's our route officially. And let's get this into NightBot before you guys start screaming at me and wondering why. We're going to be cruising at flight level 370. So here's how we get it into NightBot. You guys get to see all the fun behind the scenes stuff today. Login, commands, custom. See all these things I can put in here? Route. Edit that. I'm going to change this to, I can highlight what I want. There we go. WWA 1990. We are going from KSFO to KMSP. This is the Boeing 747-400. We're going to be at flight level 370, and I should have copied this. I did not. That's going to be our route. Put that in there. And we're going to remove these stupid direct tos because it's obvious that's what we're going direct to because it's the next thing listed. Duh. All right. So that's done. Submit. Okay, so now if you hit route, you should see that come up in NightBot appropriately, and I'm going to close that now. Fuel that we need is 101.6, so I'm going to go down to the simulator here, and we're going to configure that in our fuel. 101, and I'm just going to round it up to 700 just because. There's the fuel. All right, fuel is loaded. Passengers will be loading shortly. In fact, let's see if GSX is working now. Maybe it's... Wow, okay, GSX just is not... That's weird. Why is GSX suddenly dead? That's really annoying. All right, well, this week I'll have to figure out what's going on there. I figured it was just the Boeing 717 that had broken it, but apparently not. All right, that's lame. That is lame. All right, well, we'll pretend to load things. Because, you know, reasons. I do want to go ahead and load real quick. This helps the weather stuff. I'm going to download the FMS into Active Sky. So I'm going to do that, download, save. And then I'm going to go in here to Active Sky, which is on the other screen, which is why you can't see it. Say flight plan, load, SFO, MSP. There you are. Does de-ice work for you on GSX? It does when GSX is working, but right now GSX seems to be broken completely for some reason. I'm not sure what's going on with that. So let's see. Let's look at what the expected weather is at KMSP when we're supposed to be arriving. Let's see. ETA, let's see, for MSP is supposed to be wind at 360 at 13 gusting 20, 5-mile visibility, and snow. Overcast at 1,500, expected winds, and then -8 Celsius. So it's going to be cold and snowy going into MSP. That's going to be awesome. That is going to be awesome. Fly to your hometown, huh, Tyler Johnson? That's awesome, man. That's where we're headed, yep. I had an issue with GSX last night from Paris to Miami. All right. Okay. Open that back up all the way. Okay. All right, let's finally get this bird ready to fly. So we're going to turn our IRSs to nav. We got it on external power right now, so that's good to go. We're going to leave all that alone. We already configured our lights. We do emergency lights on. We're going to test our fire suppression system here. Got 1, 2, 3, 4 in APU, so we got a good test. Fuel is going to be off for the time being. We need to make sure our nav lights are on there. We'll go ahead and turn on our air system. Actually, no, we're not going to do that because we don't have any. We're using external air right now, so it doesn't need to be through the packs. It just pumps in. And so that's all good to go. Let's go down here and check our oxygen. There we go. And all of our auto source selectors are all set to where they should be. The system is aligning, so let's go ahead and get the information in here for the IRS position. We do have the latest air rack data, so that's good to go. Gonna put that in there, and KSFO is our reference point right there. Let's, we're at gate Echo 66. Let's see if that computes. Nope, not in database. All right, that's fine. Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. I don't really care. And we're going to be going KSFO to KMSP. Flight number is WWA1990. It's going to activate that. Departure, we're going to assume runway 28 left. We're taking the Truckin' 2, the Orca transition. Go back to route. Next page, so there we go. So from Orca, let me bring up sim brief again here. I'm gonna move it to the other screen so I can look at the route. And it's gonna be Q120. 0 to Galley, G-A-L-L-I. G-A-L-L-I. And then to BAM, which is Battle Mountain. I love the name of that. It's over in Nevada. It should be that, yes. And then J32 to MLD, which I believe that is over, I think MLD is north of Salt Lake City, somewhere in there, I want to say. Maybe not, maybe I'm thinking something else. Let's see, and then to BPI. That's just direct. Then Q120 again. We're going to next page. Q120. And that goes to UFTA, or UFTA. UFTA. And then Torgy 3. So we'll go back in here, departure arrival. We want the Torgy. Good grief, there's a lot of these. Okay. There's Torgy 3. Okay, and I said wind was 360 at 13 gusting 20, so I'm going to look at MSP here real quick and see what the ideal runway would be for that. Once it loads. There we go. So yeah, it looks like actually runway 4 would be the closest. Actually, no, that's not true. I lied. 35 would be the closest to that. So let's see what they're actually doing actually in. Well, actually, that's going to be what it's estimated to be right now. I don't know what the weather is right now in. Let's see, what is it in Minneapolis right now? KMSP. Winds right now is 20 at 8, so they're probably landing 4 actually at the moment, but it's supposed to change. So I'll put in 35, and then we can always change it down the road if we need to. Next. So we'll assume 35. UFTA is our transition. ILS 35. And let's see, ILS. Oh, they changed that. That's very nice. Thank you for that. Jams, that's, yeah, we'd like to do that better. So jams is what we'll set as our transition point. Okay. Let's go back, look at the route here. Approach transition. Vectors, the rounding, okay. Alright, we're going to activate that, execute that. Look at the legs page over here real quick, just check for some discontinuities. Oh, I see one little goof right there, so, whoops, no, maybe not. Yep, okay, so that's good. And then we're going to go over to initial reference. Our reserves today are what? Reserves are... let's see. That's 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, roughly. Cost index is 80. Cruise altitude 370. Okay, and we are, we're kind of heavy, so I'm only going to derate by 5 today, just because we're fully loaded. Even though not fully loaded with fuel. But we're only going to need flaps 10, I think. Yeah. And our trim is going to be, drumroll, 5.5. Okay. So 158 is going to be V2. So we're going to set up here V2 plus 15. So 158, 168, 173. There we go. Runway heading is 283 or 282. It's one of the two. Set 282 and I'll figure it out before we get there. And then looking at our departure, let's see what we're looking at initially. And then if anybody's online, then we'll... Well, hurry up, Encrypted. Okay. Oh, that's not what I wanted. SID. Give me the SID. Truckin'. There we go. Alright, so coming out of Truckin', it's climb to 520, and then we make a right-hand turn toward Truckin', max of 210 knots. At Truckin', we then proceed up to Hype, or Hypey, and from there to Orca. And there are no altitude or speed restrictions at that point. So let's look at the initial instructions here. Climb heading 284, then to 520, then add or below 210 knots, then right turn direct Truckin'. Top altitude is flight level 190 for the SID. So I'm actually going to select 190 on here. And then if there's anybody online as far as VATSIM goes, they give us something else, we'll change it. But for now, we'll set 190 for that. All right. Let's see. Minimum sector altitude for us in our vicinity, where we're going to be going initially is 3,500, and then to the north where we are is going to be 5,100 for our area. Let's go ahead and get the weather. Let's see, 122. Maybe not. Why did that work? Something weird going on. Waiting for simulator. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Do I have a problem with my SIM Connect or something? Because I don't have, my weather isn't loading in. Active Sky still says waiting for simulator. How did that happen? Oh my gosh. All right, well we'll be getting the weather through the VATSIM, I guess. So that's great. At least I hope that works. Let me make sure that's gonna work. Dang it! What is going on? Why is everything breaking? This all worked perfectly yesterday. Mode C should be off. Connect. Now we are west wind 1990. We are a Boeing 747. And connect. Well, I don't see the weather changing, so maybe not. I thought we could get weather through the VATSIM network. Why is that not the case? Hirogima, how's it going, man? Yeah, our RVDOS, yeah, it's PMDG 747. And yes, this is Flight Beam KSFO. Yeah, why isn't it getting weather from... That's not going to help me if I don't have real world weather, and I really don't understand why this didn't connect to Flight Sim. I don't want to redo this again. It's going to be 1 o'clock before we get out of here. You're starting up your stream. Okay, good for you. Settings. What is going on? It's not going to do anything. Yeah, why did that? I wonder if it's because the sim crashed earlier with it on, and then so it never recovered. I will be on TeamSpeak, but not yet. Just need this. Okay. I don't think this will work, but I'm gonna try it. Who makes Active Sky? Where are you at? Sorry about that. Oh my gosh, did that actually work? I think it did. I think it did. It says FSX connected. Let me load the flight plan in here real quick.
Kilo Mike Sierra Papa Airport information Charlie 1953 Zulu weather wind 020 at 8 visibility 3/4 sky condition.
Shush, I don't care about Minnesota right now. Oh, I can't believe that worked. Okay, where's my pad of paper? Give me my pad of paper. All right. Okay. Now let's get the weather.
Kilo Sierra Foxtrot Oscar Airport information Echo 1956 Zulu weather wind calm visibility 10 sky condition few clouds at 20,000 temperature 21 dew point 7 altimeter 3016 advise on initial contact you have information Echo Kilo.
All right. The crap. Just beeped at me. Okay, information Echo is the current, so wind is calm like we thought. A few clouds at 20,000, temperature 21, dew point 7, altimeter 3016. So let's go ahead and set that. That helped 30, other way. There we go. Okay. No, it's not because of my new computer. I've been doing this for a while, and it's fine. So, mind if I tag along this flight to Minneapolis? Absolutely. I think I spelled absolutely wrong, but that's okay. Alrighty, okay. Fantastic. That solved that problem. I was afraid restarting it would only break things more. But it did not! Huzzah! Okay. Nobody is on, so that's unfortunate. But let's see, 1, 2. Oh, 1, 2, 8, 1, 2, yeah. Let me do this. I'm gonna switch this over to Unicom. 1, 2, 2.8. Okay. One more thing to do. Checklist. Where you at? It's like page 22 or something. No, not page 22. There we go. So easy to fly by it. Okay. Okay, so pre-flight checklist, oxygen, we tested 100%. Flight instruments, heading is 114, which matches with the whiskey compass there. Oh, sorry, 144. So yeah, I actually looked at the whiskey compass and went, that's not 114. Yeah, 144, that's why I do that. And altimeter we just set is 3016, and that gives us a good reading there. We're practically sea level. Parking brake is set, and fuel control switches are cut off. We're going to go ahead and start the APU while we get the final preps done so we can get our engines started. And that'll allow us to disconnect the external power and the air cart. We're going to go ahead and close our doors while that's happening. So menu, FS actions, doors, we're going to close all. I'm using a NVIDIA GTX 970 is my GPU. Yeah, so I can't fly. Wait, what do you mean, Bubba Lewis? What are you talking about? Why can't you fly with me? Oh, you saw the flu. That's okay. Sorry. Oh, that sucks. Well, I hope you get better soon, man. All right. Doors are closed. Actually, let's stay over there. Connections. I'm gonna go ahead and release the air conditioning cart. And once the APU is up, which it is, we'll get this connected, and then we can release the external power. So we'll release that. He's disconnecting. Quarantined, yeah. That sucks, man. Come on, air conditioning unit. Let's get that disconnected. Sometime today. Do I have the nav lights on? Yes, I do. Good. And he's departing. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and remove the wheel chocks at this time. And we'll go ahead and start one of the packs, rather. Whoops. Because I'm going to need the other two for starting. Well, that's all good to go. We'll go ahead and turn on the beacon at this point. Passenger signs will come on. Bald Guy Flies Planes. Thank you for subscribing, sir. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. All right. I'd honk the horn, but there's no horn. Oh, we got to disconnect this jetway somehow. Let's see here. Undock. All right, there we go. He's undocking. Coming on back. Coming on back. Unfortunately, we have no wand today because GSX is broken for reasons beyond understanding. All right, before start checklist, flight deck doors closed and locked. Passenger signs are on. MCP is set for V2 plus 15 at 173. Runway heading of 282. And, sorry, get that back over there. 77. See, planning to runway 28 left, northeast. Yeah, okay. Different Delta. And Mark Drummer, thank you for subscribing. Welcome aboard. Tim, is that you or are you Delta 1138? I need to get TeamSpeak on here so we can just talk about this. I don't know why I haven't done it yet. Now that we're getting all kinds of people joining today, man. And Josh Bryant Jr., thank you for subscribing. Welcome aboard, guys. Man, love it. I love it. All right, and booting up. Live stream room 3. Yep, they're already in there. So here we go. Switch channel. All right, I'm in TeamSpeak now, guys.
There you go, boys.
Yep. Alrighty. Tim, are you flying with us today as well? Tim is mute. Okay. 282 and our initial altitude of 190 is set. Takeoff speeds, we have V1 is 128, VR is 140, and 158 for V2. Trim will be 5.5 once we get our hydraulic power set. Takeoff briefing is complete and beacons are on. We are ready for start and push. So, brakes release. Shift P. Time is 20:50 for the brakes release. And we're going to go ahead and start engines 3 and 4 once we turn our fuel pumps on here. There we go. Switch that over to engine. And 3 and 4 spooling up. Delta 1138, yeah, you are. Tim, is your mic not working?
No, I just had the TeamSpeak down and the stream up until the volume was screwed up.
Oh, gotcha. Good to have you back with us today.
Glad to be back on the push and on the start.
Alrighty. What gate were you at, or are you at?
I'm over in cargo, fully target. Made the call.
Alright. What about you,
I'm
Tim?
at the Delta gates.
Which other on the that's southwest area, right? Not southwest the airline, southwest the direction.
I'm a Beam Alpha.
Oh, okay.
Taxiway Alpha.
I got you. All right, we got a good start on engines 3 and 4. Spinning up 1 and 2.
Just look outside to your left, across both runways, just you see me.
We'll stop our push there. Outside to my left. Somewhere over the rainbow. Well, I'll take your word for it.
Hello, Moose.
Hey, David, how you doing?
Well, I can see
Good.
you just fine. I can't wait to get my new tower up and running. I'll be so happy to get that this month.
Get what up and running?
My new tower.
Your new tower. What new tower? Oh, your new computer tower.
Exactly. Not working laptop anymore.
Oh, yeah, that'll be much better for you. Alright, good starts there. Fuel needs to be reconfigured because we're equal in all tanks, so we're going to turn the exterior cross feeds off and turn on the override tanks. And that should eliminate that message. Yes, it did. Hydraulic pumps are going on. The rest of the packs are going on. RTO. I'm going to do a TCAS test. Two up, one down.
TCAS test pass.
2 up, 1 down. 2 down. 2 up. Full left. Full right. And neutral. Alright. Flight control checked is good. Hit the recall button here. And everything there is good. We gotta turn TCAS on now. So we'll set it to traffic mode. Anti-ice is not required today, so before taxi checklist, anti-ice is not required, recall is checked, auto brake is RTO, flight controls are checked, and ground equipment is clear. Let's go ahead and set our flaps down to 10 for departure, and we'll set our trim up to, or down to 5.5, which is going to be right about there. Alright, I'm going to bring up my taxi route map here. And we're going to take Bravo down to Foxtrot, and Foxtrot all the way down to 28 left. So it'll be a simple little guy. Taxi lights on. Parking brake off. And away we go. Jeffrey, the butler of another butler, I am doing very well. I love the name, though, too, the Master Moose. Anyone is free to call me that anytime they want. Oh, I think we're in, never mind, we're in Alpha right now. See, Alpha to Foxtrot, okay.
Yeah, Moose, I'm on Lima. I'll hold short of Alpha till you cross.
You're on Lima?
Affirmative.
Are you using stock scenery?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's why. I was like, I don't see Lima on here. Oh, I got you. I see you. Chris D, type in exclamation point TeamSpeak into the chat, and NightBot will give you the instructions on how to join on TeamSpeak if you want. Oh. That's right, I forgot I have to do it that way.
And I take it you're that 7-4 coming left to right.
That would be correct.
I guess you saw my comment on American Trucking Simulator.
Yes, I did. I got it. And Tim, I got you added to the Moose crew as well. Sorry about that.
Okay, doke. You're back on the Gets a Free Hat list.
Wonderful. All right, everybody on stream, wave to Captain Tim over there, and the plane sitting over there on Lima, which in real life I believe is. Oh no, that is Lima. There's Lima. It's on the other. That's why you fooled me. I was on the other, looking on the wrong side of the runways. Never mind. I shall be the fool this time, as I normally am, I guess. All right, we're gonna turn the APU off at this point. We don't need that running anymore. One left is where. Okay. Oh. Alright, Delta 1345 is going off on runway 1 left right now, so he's coming with us to Minneapolis. He private messaged me on VPilot. Just another VATSIMmer that's going to be having fun with us, I guess. Okay. Fortunately, to do this, I have to make a pause breaker. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Westwind Flight 1990, special charter to Minneapolis for Super Bowl 52. I know you're all excited to see the Patriots and the Eagles play each other tomorrow, so we'll get you there in one piece. We'll be taking off here shortly and riding up to flight level 370. If you need anything during the flight, please don't hesitate to ask one of our very capable flight attendants, and they'll be happy to assist you. In the meantime, sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Flight attendants prepare for takeoff at this time. No, Leaf, this is Flightbeam's SFO. It's not default. How you doing, man? Yeah, Roger, if you want to join the Moose crew, just put your comment on one of the previous videos. You can comment on yesterday's video, actually, and just put hashtag Moose crew, and I'll add you to the list. Yeah, don't be disliking the video. That's just rude. Just leave if you don't like it. All right. But that reminds me, if you're just joining us, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I would appreciate it. You also can donate to the channel by becoming a sponsor or doing a super chat or donating via Streamlabs. Donations are not required, but always appreciated here at Moose Central. Again, for those of you just joining us, we're flying the PMDG Boeing 747 in Westwind livery, my virtual airline, going to Minneapolis, St. Paul on a special charter mission for the Super Bowl, which is tomorrow, in case you've been living under a rock. Super Bowl 52, Patriots versus Eagles. A game in which the Patriots are not allowed to win because they've won too many times. How many FPS? I think I've got it capped around 30, so it doesn't go psycho. So yeah, I'm getting around 25 to 30 right now as I taxi in here. But I've got a limiter on, so I don't know how many it would do without it. So, Bubba Lewis, don't put Moose Crew in the chat because I won't see that. You got to comment on a previous video. Chat goes away after the video's done, and I won't remember. So, I have Flightbeam's SFO, Denver, Minneapolis. There's another one. Phoenix. Those are the add-on sceneries I have. I also have FTX Global by Orbex for general sceneries, Rex Textures for the generic textures in the world, and then also, what else was it? There was something else too. Active Sky Next for the weather generation. Moose Crew is just the group. It's a list on the video descriptions you'll see there of the people that are part of the Moose Crew. It's kind of like a membership in the Special Moose Club, I guess you could say. All right, we're hitting our old and short of runway 28. I'm going to announce my intentions for takeoff here. All right, departing 28 right. Okay. SFO traffic. Departing runway 28 left. All right. All right, I don't see anything on the TCAS. Approach looks clear. We're going to go ahead and enter the runway. Strobes are coming on. Logo light coming on. Dome light going to 50%. GTA J, thank you for subscribing, sir. Welcome aboard.
On my user
You're what?
I'm almost gonna pull up in the zone. I'll be texting shortly. I'm taking off 19 actually for my departure.
Oh, okay. I see someone just took off on the right runway, so we'll be behind them. Stop there, landing lights going on. And that's all set to go. Flight director on, LNAV, VNAV armed. Behind an Airbus, this year, what? Okay. Here we go, guys. We'll set the clock. 2104 is departure. Toga.
V1.
Rotate.
San Francisco, Unicom Eagle 1, taxi runway 9 departure.
Positive rate of climb.
Gear up.
We should take in the 2-8s, right?
What was that? What'd you say?
You're taking 2-8, right?
Yeah, I just took off. All right, we're starting our turn toward trucking. Actually, that thing didn't get the speed restriction in there, so I'm gonna defy the flight director for a little bit here while we make the turn. We gotta stay below 210. Hey, Riley Plays is in here. Welcome back to the stream.
How's your day going so far?
It's going really well. We're just taking off here out of San Francisco and hitting a little turbulence right now, apparently. But it's a good day. All right, flaps 1.
Tim, you line up right now?
I'm airborne.
Oh, who's lining up then?
I don't know.
Anyone else here at San Francisco lining up?
They may just be a VATSIM person. It may not be on TeamSpeak.
Yeah, that's true. I guess we could be. Oh well. Yeah, I saw you a message saying what time you're doing it, so I could be online and like catching you, like, okay, cool, so we would time it at the same time. But, no impact.
And flaps up. Just following that flight director, trying to keep our speed where it should be, right about 250 knots. All right, Brian, we'll see you in a little bit. Encrypted, are you flying that Eagle 737 again?
Would it be Eagle 1 if I wasn't?
Well, that's why I asked. I figured that's what you were doing. I just want to confirm. All right, passing 10,000 feet. We're going to start accelerating. Landing lights coming off. And for those of you who are curious, the autopilot is still off. We are hand flying this thing as much as possible because it is a joy to fly on a day like this. There's the Bay Bridge right there. It's downtown San Francisco, the Golden Gate, Alameda, downtown Oakland, and North Bay up here, Sausalito, San Rafael. Welcome back, King Poet. And all right, Bubba Lewis, if you want to join, that'd be awesome. All right, we're gonna
just to let you know.
Yeah.
Just to let you know that I just bought that 747, but I need lessons.
You need lessons, all right. It's a great aircraft, I'll tell you that. And welcome to the stream, Chris D.
I'm glad to be here. I'm going to come up behind you on with the PMDG 737-900 Delta.
Alrighty, sounds good. Logan Howard, well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already.
We just had the same thing with the manual departure because it's right on takeoff.
Yeah, did you take trucking too as well?
No, I had the talker too.
Oh, okay.
So I crossed, so I was like a 49 right.
All right, passing 18,000 feet, we'll switch to standard. And at this point, I'm going to go ahead and drop the autopilot on. And we'll turn off the seatbelt signs for the passengers back there. And settling in. All right, so departure time was 21, so 1, I think. 21:04, I believe. Logan, this is the Boeing 747-400 by PMDG. In fact, here's a good outside view for you. Yeah.
I'm here.
Hey, man. Still feeling crummy?
Yeah, I mean, I've lost the fever, just coughing the whole way now.
Oh, okay. Well, at least you're behind the worst of it. I know the coughing lasts a long time, though, so.
It's been 6 days.
Yeah, I think I had my cop for like 2 weeks after the thing was done, so.
Oof.
Yeah. It's no fun.
Yep.
No fun.
Yeah, my 7-year-old still got the cough.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The flu this year was particularly nasty. I mean, oh man.
Yeah, I mean, Australia had a bad year, and so we saw that Australia had years, so then we just got it hit hard because they had a bad year.
Gotcha. Yep. No bueno. All right, we're 15 miles from Orca, which is the last fix of the departure. And that will begin our run toward Minneapolis.
We got the six.
Go ahead.
We got the fixed departure.
Oh, okay.
Hey, where's the closest airport, you guys?
Closest to me right now is, let me see here.
Airport code, please.
Yeah, hang on. Looks like Kilo Sierra Mike Foxtrot, which should be Sacramento.
Okay, so KSFO?
KSMF, yeah.
Oh, KSMF, alright. Run
Yeah.
that.
That's Sacramento, yeah. Kilo Sierra Mike Foxtrot.
Okay, hopefully that can have 747 take off from it.
I think it can handle it. I think it's got pretty long runways.
We need a 747. Another copy somebody.
Well, I'm just flying a 747 because I want to.
Tom, full stop. It's going to be a while. We just took off. We're getting ready. We're kind of approached. We're about 10,000 feet from our cruise altitude. We're going to Minneapolis. We took off out of San Francisco. Our current, let's see, estimated time of arrival is 15 Zulu, which is, let's see, it's 21 Zulu now, so that's 3 hours from now. Yeah. So 3 hours, 3 hours on the dot, pretty much.
Little. There's I found another Easter egg.
What'd you say?
I found another one of your Easter eggs for Westwind Airlines.
Oh yeah, what's the other one?
Yeah, the little data plate in the cockpit says Alpha 78 whiskey. Which for me makes me think it's a 737-800 for a Westwind Airlines.
Yep, there you go. You're just borrowing it.
Hey Moose, what time did you say your ETA at Minneapolis was?
0015 Zulu.
Oh, okay. I'm showing 0020 right now.
Gotcha.
I thought you said 1500 Z. I'm like, wait a minute.
No. Logan, this is Flight Simulator X Steam Edition, Microsoft Flight Simulator X Steam Edition. It's now managed by Dovetail, and you can get it actually really cheap on Steam. A lot of times it goes on sale all the time for like $20, 12 to 20 bucks. But of course, to get the level of experience that we're getting here, there's a lot of add-ons involved over time that we've accumulated. So, and everyone has different stuff, but the out of the box doesn't exactly look like this. So just be aware of that. But yeah,
my add-ons never work.
Yeah, it basically is Microsoft Flight Simulator X. The Steam Edition, Dovetail did some under-the-hood tweaks to the programming to help stabilize it for some of the newer operating systems and things. It's still a 32-bit simulator. If you want a 64-bit, you need to go with either X-Plane or Prepared version 4, which is by Lockheed Martin, which is also basically Microsoft Flight Simulator, but they went and redid the code enough to make it a 64-bit sim, and then also added in some new things like HDR lighting and bits of that, so it's kind of cool. But the non-academic license, though, is like $200 for that guy, so just keep that in mind. The academic one's like 54, but unless you actually are a student for something, then you typically have to kind of lie about what you're going to do. So that's for your own ethics to work out on that one. I paid the $200 for it because, one, I could afford it, and two, I didn't want the word academic plastered on my stream up here when I start streaming P3D. So.
Wait, you 200 for what?
What was that?
You paid $200 for what?
For P3D V4.
Oh, okay. Is that the other flight simulator?
That's the kind of the beefed up version of Flight Sim X by Lockheed Martin.
Ah, you should just give me all the files. I can remake the game.
Yeah.
Have it for free.
Yeah. So what happened is Microsoft sold the entertainment license to Dovetail. They sold the academic and something else license to Lockheed Martin. So that's where you get these interesting weird things with the EULA saying you're not supposed to use it for entertainment purposes because they don't have the entertainment license. And so people, you kind of get around, well, I'm not really entertaining, I'm not using it for entertainment, I'm using it for simulation. Okay, well, so you have to kind of fudge around the EULA a little bit. I mean, most people are using it now and doing it for fun. So I don't know if and when anyone can crack down on something like that, but...
You going northbound, southbound, westbound?
We're going eastbound right now.
Okay,
well, really, I see it's more northeastbound. We're tracking 38 degrees.
All right, because I'm about to go south, so on the runway.
Oh no, I already took off the runway. I'm already out of it.
I know. I'm taking off on the airport you said too.
Oh, I see. What you're saying. I got you. Yeah, I do have V4. I'm loading. I got my textures and weather stuff loaded up on it. I'd have to start parting over some planes. I wanted to get the Aerosoft CRJ in there and the TFDI 717 in there and start using it with those aircraft. I also have the PMDG DC-6, which I now need to learn how to fly, so I can do that. Because it wasn't really doing well with the old computer. Now the new computer is so much beefier, it'll handle it no problem. So. Yeah, the altimeter right now says 36.7, Logan. We're just passing. We're about to reach our cruising altitude of 37,000 feet. And that's where we'll be for the minute.
How do you get your scenery to work? Like, do you use freeware, or do you use all payware?
My scenery is all payware.
Freeware usually.
Yeah.
But sometimes if you find some.
Because all the freeware I try to use, it never works, and I get it from like the VATSIM website.
Oh, I gotcha. There are some. It can be quirky installing some of the scenery if it's not payware because it's not, really well designed in that sense. So you have to know all the little tips and tricks. But I don't really use a lot of scenery. In fact, just until recently, I had no scenery aside from Orbex's FDX Global and Rex Textures. I was just using all default. FDX Global, I want to say, is like $50, or maybe that's when it's on sale. It's a bit, but it covers the entire. It's a global, upgrade for the Earth, basically.
Yeah, but. Oof.
Yeah, I know. It can be. That's the thing is the sim. You can spend a lot of money on the sim, and that's a deal breaker for some people. So.
Yes, I can say honestly, before I got Team Edition with my box suit, I spent roughly $1,000 onto it. Some of it I still got to trick around and see if it'll work in the new FSX with the Team Edition. Like some of my captain sims, I like flying. Some of the captain sims I want to fly for fun. Like my AWAC, I kind of did a little edit to give me in-flight radar. So I have a radar screen in my aircraft. But other than that, I still have Orbix. I just need to re-download it again, probably the latest version of it, and still put it for Steam Edition.
Yeah. So and that's like, I mean, until just a few years ago, I was in the same position of, I don't have hardly any money to spend on Flight Sim. So when I did spend money on it, it was for airplanes because that's what I interacted with the most, and I wanted to make sure I had good airplanes. The scenery was kind of an afterthought. So only till recently did I start spending money on scenery because I've got the airplanes. There's not a whole lot else that I'm looking at picking up, but I also have the money to burn now a little bit because I'm farther along in my life and I've budgeted my money accordingly to where I don't have any debt, and so I can do stuff like that. But when you're a kid just getting into this, if you have any money at all, it's not much, and there's a million things you need to spend money on.
You go to you want.
Yeah, exactly. So, Christian, flight is about 3 hours. We're just under that right now. We just took off at SFO. We just reached our cruising altitude. of 37,000 feet. Our estimated arrival time is at 0015 Zulu. It is 2124 Zulu right now. So if you do the math there, that's just about an hour, sorry, it's about 2 hours and 50 minutes or so until landing in Minneapolis. Weather in Minneapolis is expected to be a little bit snowy with winds out of the north at 13 gusting to 20. Visibility about 5. We'll see how that holds as we get closer, but that's what we're looking at for weather going into Minneapolis. So, fun.
Coming up behind you guys, about like a 50 to 40 nautical miles.
Gotcha. All right, sounds good, man.
I'm flying 350 from my haircut.
Roger that.
Gotcha. What altitude are you at, Tim?
Down at 350.
Got it. All right, moving across the.
Moose is the only one flying high.
Yeah, flying high.
Yeah, Moose, I got you dead center of my windscreen like a smash bug.
Got it. Oh, I think I just barely see your indicator behind me. It's like half on my screen. I think that's.
You guys flying east?
Yeah.
In between 6 and 3.
Yeah, I'm at 3.8 is what I'm at right now.
Okay, 3.8.
Track 3.8.
Roger
yeah,
that.
I see it, Tim, right behind me. 2,000 feet below.
Yeah, I think we're probably on the same routing too.
Yeah, I think we're taking the same plane, so it makes sense. You're tracking direct to Beat B right now, or Bet B? Oh,
Moose.
yeah, go ahead.
My routing, departure Orca, via the Q120 to Bet B, to Zorn, to Galley, then to the P32 to Band, to Parka, to Middle, back to the Q120, to Bappy, Jugov, then Tughucks, to Jassy, to Ufta, and Ufta's
yeah, you got the same routing we do.
Same with me.
Got it. All right, well, it's a giant conga line all the way there, a convoy, however you want to say it. Someone was asking... Or a school, that's right, or flock.
All the West Coast Eagles fans.
Or herd.
That's right. So someone was asking here on earlier how to get the weather radar to work with the 747. So I'll just kind of show you this right now. It's basically on, but you this is where you would adjust anything that you want to do here, right on the pedestal right below the fuel control switches. But to activate it, you just go up here to your this button called WXR right here on the just to the side of the MCP, and this will turn this on. Then you can adjust the gain up or down and see anything. Now, right now we're above any weather basically, so it's not going to show me anything. But if we were down in the clouds and there was actually a precipitation, you'd actually, when you see this thing sweeping across, you'd actually see it. So if you don't see this WXR with a -2 is the direction the radar is looking, so it knows we're a cruise, so it's going to be looking straight ahead and down because there's no reason to track the weather that's above us because we're not going to go up. On departure, this would be aimed up because as you're flying up, you want to know what weather you're going to get into, and so forth. So yeah, so it's really simple to turn on. You just do click that guy. A lot of people
I try to keep my weather levels, then if my pitch goes up a little bit, it starts seeing up ahead. Maybe if go down, it's down ahead.
Yeah. So a lot of people, this is a suggestion I got from Tim, who's a real-world pilot for a domestic airline, is they would turn the weather radar on one of the screens, and they turn the traffic alert onto the other screen. So that way, one screen doesn't get completely, done up with everything, but you still have easy access to glance around and see what you got to see, which is a kind of cool technique. So we're running the weather radar on the first officer screen. We're running the traffic on the captain's screen here, and we can see if there's any issue here. So hopefully, if whoever that person was, they're looking to see that extra question. Various aircraft are different. Sometimes there's actually an on-off button down here with regard to the weather radar that you have to turn on. There's not in the 747. You just do it there. I think the 5.7, there's an on-off button on the captain sim, and probably also if the weather radar works in the quality readings one the same way, that you have to turn on as well. But yeah. Alrighty. Where's that troller? What trolling, Brother Lewis?
And that always comes. Hey, I have traffic inside left of me. It's U3.
U3?
Yes, it's U3. The three
it's
in
the
the
three of us?
Yeah. Yes.
I was like, it's a U3.
Right there with you, Moose.
You mean like a U2? Like, what's a U3? Good, I'm glad. Thanks, Tim. I'm glad I'm not the only one that was fooled by that.
Oh boy.
Well,
Moose, are you taking one of the 1-2s or no?
for arrival, you mean? What's your question exactly?
I'm playing at 3.5 myself.
Yeah, that's what I've got loaded
Yeah,
at the
3.5.
moment, is 3.5, because the wind is supposed to be coming out of 3.6, so if the weather changes dramatically, or there's actually controlling airspace at that time that gives us something different, then obviously we'll change, but right now I'm planning for 3.5.
However, if things get dicey, we got to go probably 1-2 left for Cat 3s.
Right. This is correct. So
Or 3-0 left, I mean, for 1-3s, for Cats.
Yeah. Indubitably.
Wait, we're going St. Paul?
Yep, Minneapolis, St. Paul, Kilo, Mike, Sierra, Papa.
Yeah, be careful. There is a St. Paul. There's the STP, so you
Yeah,
you
the
go to
downtown
MSP.
Holman Field.
Yeah, no, we're not going there. We're going to MSP.
Downtown Holman's a pretty cool field, though.
Oh, yeah?
St. Paul is has tower at this time.
It has what?
Has tower.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Let's approach. Nope, no, stop. Bring up the Torgy 3. We'll just get a look at that. Not that we're going to be hitting it anytime soon, but start bringing it up here.
Yeah, I'm looking at my plate now. So looking at Torgy 3 with the F to international transition. It's metric at 280, 240, some down. Spent across Torgy at 13,000 at 280, and then if you're going for the 3.5s, you're gonna be Oshkosh, I believe, and then to Irv. Cuts across Oshkosh at 210 at 8,000. Then hold that till you clear lower. It's looking like off the dead plates.
Actually, that's not what I'm seeing. So for runway 35,
I'm not seeing that either.
yeah. So from 35, it's from Konya on track 73 to Jaden, then on track 73 to Heidi, then on track 121 to Burnville, and then on track
right.
to
I'm looking at the wrong one.
G-Way, yeah. Then on track 176, expect radar vectors to final approach course, which will be the what's my final approach for that? But yeah, so.
Where's the seat switch that turns seats and no smoking on and off in the 747?
747, so it's right on the pedestal, on the very bottom, right above the evac light. You'll see the no smoking, the flight deck door, and the seat belts all in a row right there, 3 knobs. So the very back of the pedestal, the phone is on the very end there, right above that. On the left side is the evac, and then right above that is the seat belts, or seatbelt and no smoking.
Moose, what do you get
Okay, I don't see
the
it.
ground speed at 370?
I got ground speed at 474.
I'm at 475, so.
Oh, all the way down there.
I'm getting 460 right now for me. What about you, Tim? What do you got?
Thanks, Moose.
He's at 475. Yeah, no problem, man. Anything else you want in the location of? Yeah, he's at 475.
No, I'm good. All right. I have won the bonus
I'm still
Dow
climbing,
1345 in sight.
coming to not come on else, so I'm only at 340.
I'm at 320.
320. Are you going up 3.5?
Yeah, 3.5.
Gotcha.
I'm trailing behind someone right now.
What are you showing at winds at 370?
313 at 4.1. So basically directly across my nose. Looks like I got traffic. According to this, he's 1,000 feet above me. It's just coming up off my right-hand side here. It's going slow enough to look like you might actually go in the same direction, but just a lot slower.
Yeah, you got a Delta 1346 out there.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, hey, we got traffic. We got traffic inbound. Southwind Airlines, 127. He's inbound our way. 33,000 feet.
33?
Yeah,
33,000 feet.
Yeah, okay, that's no factor.
Yep, I almost hit him. He almost hit me.
Oh, boy. But what hell told you about not flying like the rest of us? Like, come on.
I am flying with you. I took off a different time than you.
Yeah, he had to kind of catch up from him.
But you almost got hit.
Because he's at a lower altitude.
Right now.
Don't stall.
You're stalling.
I'm stalling out right now. I need to go. Oh man. Oh man. Okay. I complete the stall. Good.
Well,
we only lost about.
Nose down.
We lost about 3,000 feet. Again.
What's did you take off with full fuel?
Yeah, full fuel.
Oh, that's probably why. You're probably limited in your altitude you can go to until you burn some of that off.
Actually, I have like 80%. And I put like 80%.
That's still pretty close to full for a 747. That's a lot of fuel.
Yeah, you got way too much fuel.
Yeah, we took off. I took off for the 747.
Cut off switch.
Yeah, for the 747, I took off with 23% fuel to get to MSP.
Don't hit fuel cut off.
Don't cut the fuel off.
Don't cut the fuel off.
That'll make
jettison some.
That'll make your stall worse. Yeah.
No, I meant fuel dump.
Okay, yeah. You can dump fuel. Don't cut it off. Flying Manufacturer 9, how's it going? Westwood 1990 ident. Gemini Jets, welcome back. Visiting your grandpa, huh? Awesome, man.
Hey, Gemini, good to see you.
Alright, there we go. Fuel is dumped.
What's happening? That's weird. Oh, don't. Not just do that. Oh, no, you didn't. Huh? What the heck? What's going on? My yoke just died? What the heck? I can move around, I just can't.
Unplug it and plug it back in.
Yeah, that's not really a good plan. At least not yet.
Oh, okay. I just plug it into the front of mine and then, yeah. Hopefully they have autopilot on.
It is autopilot on, but... yeah, what the... Maybe push that button. Okay, yeah, only... Huh. Okay. Hey Daniel, how's it going? This is very strange. Time to do some investigating. What the heck just happened? Let's see, CH.
Who's in the front of the pack?
I think it's me. Well, Delta 1345 is technically in the very front, I think, because he took off first, but... CH products, no. I'm trying to figure out how I can check this. Whoop. Get out of there. Devices. Other devices. Okay, well, he still sees them. So there's that. Not that I can do anything with it.
Who's Baxter?
Baxter Cat. Where are you seeing him at?
Boeing manufacturer said something about him.
Oh yeah, it's a guy that'll come on here and chat. And those two like to chat about nonsense. So he's always asking if Baxter's on here whenever he gets on. So it's kind of fun to watch. Okay, control panel. Just need to find out if I can calibrate and sense something. I don't know why it would have just disconnected. That doesn't make any sense to me. No, it's not really going to be. Well, maybe it is. Game controller settings. Oh, look at that. They're all gone except for the... What?
have Boeing 737 Dow 1345 to my right.
What the heck?
I think that's Tim.
Yeah, probably. My squad code is 1200 right now, so we didn't have any traffic or any controllers. So all of my rudder pedals, my throttle quadrant, and my yoke have all essentially disconnected somehow. So I have no. I mean, thankfully we're at autopilot, so it's not an issue right now. But I got to figure out how to get back. The only thing that's still showing is my Thrustmaster joystick, but it's not configured to work with anything right now because I'm not flying the Airbus. That doesn't really help me. So I'm going to take the headphones off for a second and dive down into the desk and just try and replug one of these things and see if that does the trick.
It should, yeah. I get that every once in a while.
Yeah, they're actually all going through a USB hub. I wonder if the USB hub just died, and that would be unfortunate. But let me try unplug and replug it real quick. I'll be right back here in a second.
Do you have traffic, Tim? Do you have your traffic thing popping up?
You mean TCAS or what?
Yeah, TCAS.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of jump off of you so that stops popping up for you. Because I'm only about a mile away from you.
Yeah, but I think our altitude's different. I'm not getting a TCAS warning if that's what you're asking.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm going to fly by it from your right, I mean left. What? 33,900 feet.
Yeah, I'm at 350, so I would get a TCAS unless you came up to pretty much the same altitude.
Okay, roger that.
I have my takeoff horn going for some reason right now, and I have no idea why. Pushing 370. Oh, it was my thing telling me, hey, your autopilot's not working right. I'm like, okay. It's like a nagging wife. Tim, you're married, right?
Negative, I'm a widower.
Well, you're married to an aircraft, so it's always like beep, beep, like shut up already. Bye, David. Pull up.
Traffic.
Dang it, Moose isn't listening. He took his head off completely. So, dang it. Go and find it. Pull up. But how close are you to Moose and Tim?
How much coffee have you had today, Crypto?
Zilch. I'm drinking coffee. Not my thing. Even as a pilot, I don't like coffee. Give me a nice cup of hot chocolate and I'm happy.
Where did Moose's aircraft disappear to? I just had him in sight.
Yeah, guys, for those of you who are wondering, I'm trying to fix a hardware issue, so I had to take the
Whoop,
headphones
pull
off, so
up.
stand by. You can hear the aircraft potentially, or maybe even not that, but well, I'm messing with other windows. But just bear with me.
Pull up.
Yep.
I know my Chill 7 yells at me if I don't pay attention to it, like all women do.
I see down 1345 over there, but
I see Seattle approach on.
Anybody see Moose's aircraft? Oh yeah, he's up there. Alright, climb back up to him. Yep. Somehow I lost altitude.
And I'm at green grounds. I'm at 370 with 458 as my ground speed. And I mean, I'm like, my yellow bars are like just barely about to touch. I'm over my overspeed yellow, so I'm gonna keep carrying like that. But Mr. Tim, question for you: what is the longest flight you've ever been on?
Pretty much any time I'm on VATSIM with you, it seems like forever.
Okay, talking about real life.
Did you like that one, Moose?
I did. I put my headphones back on at the perfect time.
My longest flight was real life flight would be from Chesterfield County Airport to Middle Peninsula Regional Airport, which would be is like a 2-hour drive.
That's a drive, not a flight.
I know, but that was I flew that, and it's usually a 2-hour drive.
Okay.
The longest one for me that I crewed was either JFK to Narita, or Chicago Air Narita, or Detroit Narita.
Yeah, it seems like a long flight.
Atlanta to Dubai.
Ooh. Oof.
Chris, you fly to real life?
777-300 Delta Airlines. Atlanta to Dubai
182s.
Was 18 hours, 25 minutes.
Was that a sim flight or a real flight?
Wow.
No, real flight.
So are you a pilot, or were you just on the flight?
Tim, do you know Chris?
I work for Coca-Cola.
Oh, okay, so you're on the flight. Yeah, I got you.
He owns Atlanta then if he works for Coke. No, the longest flight I've sat in the back would be Amsterdam to Joburg.
Okay, yeah. Longest flight I've been on is LAX to Tel Aviv.
My longest flight, sitting in the back, would be Baltimore to Seattle. K-Ball, KC.
Longest flight I've flown was, for me, was up in New Jersey. It was R.J. Miller Airport in South Jersey up to Manville, which is the one I'm based out of, which is about a 45-minute flight there. Because I flew up there, and then since it was someone else, also training, they flew back. The longest flight I've been in a backseat for was Iwakuni, Japan to... No, yeah, Iwakuni, Japan to...
So fast,
What was that?
How are you going so fast?
747 is cruising at 0.84 Mach, so...
Oof.
It's a fast aircraft.
I know, and I'm in the 747. It's going super slow.
Well, you probably, if you're at a lower altitude, you may be fighting different winds than I am, too.
I mean, I'm like at basically the same exact altitude as you.
You're at 3.7?
Yeah, almost. I'm at like 3.5, like 3.6.
Okay. What's your Mach speed?
I don't know.
Look at your speed tape and look at the bottom.
Mach 8.
Oh, that's why. Yeah, get that up to.
Yeah, Mach 8.0. Yeah.
Gokin Karabak, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. We're having some hardware difficulties at the moment, trying to figure out why my yoke and rudders and everything have disconnected suddenly from the sim. I'm trying to plug and replug, and it's not working. So I don't know what we may have to do full-on auto.
Wait, are you having the same issue I normally have?
This is the first time I've ever
we can
had
do
this
an
issue,
emergency.
so.
We can actually do an online emergency. It's.
We might have to. Okay. We'll see what happens. I've not given up yet. I'm still messing with things here, but.
Did you have the same issue I had?
I don't know. What issue do you have?
But you had the same issue where like you clicked off something, clicked back into the flight sim, and then the controls stopped working, right?
Well, actually, it happened without me clicking off the flight sim. I clicked. I wasn't clicking anywhere, but it's like it acted like I did because it took the sound went away, like when you click off it. I hadn't clicked anything. When sound went away, then it came back, then it went away again, then it came back, and after that, I suddenly had lost all my controls. So if you're familiar with what happens,
are you flying in window or full screen?
It's windowed because I can't full screen and stream. So I've always been flying windowed.
Yeah, full screen is horrible. Like
okay, cool. I'll enter. Like, I'll enter to full screen, then I'll enter to once it goes full screen, I'll enter it back to windowed mode, and that usually fixes.
Alt enter.
Unless you have Windows 10, then I can't explain that one for you.
Yeah, I have Windows 10. Nibil Nobel, thank you for subscribing. Welcome aboard. Yeah, what was that?
What we do would be you would land at an airport real quick. You would fix your stuff, and then you would take off again. Take off from there.
It's going to be a difficult thing. So, I'm going to try this Alt Enter thing and see if anything comes up.
Bubba, I don't know what's with you, but you always try to drop it to me.
I'm on Mach 5 right now, pulling up on a 747 with speed brakes on. No, I'm at Mach 8.6 in a 747, and I just flew.
Captain, what's your Mach speed?
I'm at 0.85.
What is that? No, okay. So it sees my.
All y'all can go faster than I can. I'm stuck at 0.79.
Yeah, I'm in a Mach 0.86.
If my good friend Moose only has 777, I could even haul him that thing, which somehow goes faster than the 74.
I mean, I have a 777, but it's all white, and I don't like flying white planes.
But there's a point I'm making is that I would be flying a Philadelphia Eagles 777 instead of a 73, and somehow passing everybody flying faster.
All right. Well, in trying to mess with the hardware, it caused my flight sim to just crash.
Higher.
That's helpful.
Oof.
Good grief. Jerk.
Your aircraft is just flying there, fun.
Yeah, it just,
no, you just disappeared.
It's gone. That whole thing just killed. Oh, well, that's...
Well, we're going to end this stream right here. Thanks for watching, guys.
Absolutely lovely. Okay, let me see if I can't figure out, now that the sim is down, now we can tackle the issue at hand of why my controls don't work.
Well, enjoy coming out of Denver to join us there, Moose.
Right, that's probably what we're going to do.
Denver swamp ticket.
What was that? What'd you say?
Well, you guys folks aren't seeing off camera. The aircraft automatically diverting to Denver landing and shutting down cold and dark again.
Yeah, those are okay.
And a little bit narration there for you, miss.
All right. No, I've already got device manager up, and that's not helping me.
Hey, Moose.
Yeah.
Have you tried checking out your FSU IPC?
Well, I can't now because the whole sim just crashed. But no, I'm pretty sure it's not the FSU IPC because when I went into my device manager, the devices were gone. So it's the computer itself stopped recognizing things, not just FSU IPC.
Yeah, I had tailwind for a moment.
And why you got FSU IPC?
Huh?
Why you have FSU IPC?
Because I hit.
It's how all add-ons require it. If you don't have it, a lot of things won't work.
Yeah, and it easier. Okay. It's better to set your control. It's better to set up your controls using it anyway with than the default stuff because you have more controls and more things.
Yeah, I've got FSU IPC on there because of Maldair.
Oh, gotcha. Let's see. I'm not familiar enough with those 10.
The simplicity about FSU IPC, for those of you who are watching, and I don't think anyone on mine, which says people come join me too. Come see the field of, come see the football team painted aircraft.
Yeah.
But FSU IPC is a very key device for a lot of flight simmers because a lot of add-ons require it. Kind of help with Universal with a lot of things. Like if you don't have it, a lot of things will not work right. Will not have a lot of cool things will not work right. So if you have, there's a lot of things that you just need it to work right, or it's just not going to work right.
Hey, what button is autopilot?
What is autopilot?
Z.
What button's autopilot?
Z.
Zulu.
Yeah, Zulu.
It's not working. Perfect, my autopilot's broken. I can't fly stinking autopilot.
Make sure you're not make sure you're not pushing on any of the controls because if you're doing that, it won't let you engage.
Yeah,
or if your FMC is not fully set up. If I've had this too, if your FMC is not fully set up, you won't. It's like, hey.
I mean, I'm flying default aircraft.
Oh.
Okay, there we go. Now I had to go in.
I feel sorry for you.
I had to go into the actual cockpit to turn it on because it doesn't want to work.
But Lewis, did you at least file a flight plan?
Weird.
Yes, I filed a flight plan.
Okay, good. Yeah. I can't see who's typing because if I type out, I'm scared my sim will crash again like last night.
Why can't you find?
Who typed what? Tell me, Moose.
What was that?
I just got 5 million subscribers.
Who typed something? I can't see it.
It wasn't me.
It's in live stream room 3. Kelsey Buvastio 37 wants to say something, but she doesn't want to say it because she doesn't think people will like her. Yeah.
She's gonna say "Go Patriots" is what it's gonna be, and people.
No, she's trying to say hi, but yeah.
Well, no, if she's worried about people aren't gonna like her, that's gonna be because she's a Patriots fan. You're fine, Kelsey. You can say "Go Patriots." Well, we won't judge you because you actually live in New England. It's the people that live outside New England that are rooting for the Patriots. Those people can go away.
Well, unless you're me, and then I just hate you because you're a Patriots fan, because Patriots suck anyway. I'm Eagles fans. Yeah, go Eagles!
I want Jacksonville to go so bad.
So did I.
I wanted Seattle to go again. I wanted Seattle to go again, but they just stink this year because all they have is a run it, like a passing game.
Is that baby in the background saying "Olay"? Because that's kind of awesome.
No, she's saying my name.
Oh.
Well, if Jacksonville won, Moose would have had to paint up a 737 for PD 737 in Jacksonville Jaguars, and we would have been doing this on multiplayer and not actual VATSIM, due to the fact that when we land, we can have a head-to-head picture taken together. Well,
Brian.
Recording released later on that day.
Yeah, Brian, I got to get my hardware working first, and right now it's not. So just stand by, guys. I'm still here. I'm still kind of chatting, but I'm possibly. I'm only half listening because I'm trying to think about what I'm trying to do here. So just know that.
Unplug everything, plug it back in.
I did that. I've done it multiple times.
Unplug it all?
It's probably an issue where I'm at. It's probably an issue where I'm gonna have to restart the computer, is what I'm thinking at this point. Because whatever reason.
Computer restart issue.
Maybe. Control manager. Do I have the? Where's the control manager?
If you do, guys, if you're still watching a Moose stream, I'm still streaming the live, same flight, so.
There it goes.
Go down to his little Moose crew tag in the bottom, find my link, which is youtube.com/encryptedpilot. Hop it over so he comes back online, and you guys with me, or hop over back, or both. Both, you can do that. If you have two screens, both of the same exact time. Great commentary.
Except when your mic is doing what it's doing, where it's off on, off on, off on.
Yep.
Commentary.
Encrypted needs a new mic.
Yeah, he does.
I need to kick my computer in the nuts. That's what I need to do.
Yeah, when's that desktop coming for you? Because it can't come fast enough.
Well, opinions vary on that.
It's waiting on operating system and new keyboard.
What is the deal here? Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna stop the stream temporarily because I'm going to restart the computer because I think that's what it's going to take. So I will boot it up again as soon as the computer restarts, and I'll see if my hardware has done any different with that. So yeah. So sorry about the weirdness of this, but this is when computers break. So all right. So I'm going to stop the stream right here. I'll be back with you as soon as the computer reboots.